All right, so today we're going to be looking at multiplication and we're looking at multiplication strategies. So we're going to kind of look at this together to help us see what to do. So right here, you can see that there are several different ways that we can solve a multiplication number story. Okay, or if we're just solving a regular number story, like a number model, like 4 times 5, right? Here are lots of different ways that we can solve this simple problem of 4 times 5. Okay, you can make 4 groups and then put 5 in each of them, like you can see here. Or you can do the same thing, but make it 5 groups with 4 in each. Because what is multiplication? Well, really, it's just showing the equal groups, right? That there's several groups with the same number. You can see that really easily here with the repeated addition, because multiplication is actually just addition, just done multiple times. So you see here 5 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can flip it and think of it as 4 5s. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 5s, right? There are 5 4 times. There are 4 5 times. Okay, that's why we say times. Right? You can also skip count, right? That many times. So you can skip count 4 times, or you can skip count 5 times by 4. So 4 times by 5, 5 times by 4. That's here. You can even make an array. Now, we are going to focus today on really making these equal groups. I think this is going to make the most sense to us. Okay, we're not quite ready for this part, I don't think. This is really where we're going to try to show our thinking, to visualize what is happening in the problem. Now, we're not just going to start with 4 times 5. We're going to go ahead and look at number stories, okay, and look at how this could look in real life. So, when these can be a little tricky. So today we're going to be trying to do something. Hey, what do all of these pictures have in common? Hmm, all of these, I see a teacher, a doctor, a firefighter. Those are all jobs, right? They are all doing something here, right? They all have a job. So, how could these pictures relate to our math lesson about solving multiplication number stories? What do you think? How could they do that? How could they be like our math lesson? Well, just like it's their job, right? We are going to have a job today. Okay, we are going to be trying to figure out what our job is to help us solve a multiplication number story. Okay, so what's that going to look like when you're trying to find your job? Like, what does that even mean in a number story? Well, okay, your job is to find the question that we need to answer in the story problem. Okay, so this is important because the number story isn't going to always be adding or subtracting, right? Okay, we have always known when we've been practicing, it's either adding or subtracting. Well, now it might be adding, subtracting, or multiplying, right? We're even going to get into division. So we're going to figure out which one of those is it. And that's going to be a lot. So we really want to focus and think, what's the question asking? What's my job? What am I trying to do to help solve this problem? Okay, so that's going to be our job today. You're going to be using these strategies of multiplication and finding your job to help us do that. And I'm going to show you that in the model in just a little bit.